Hey everybody, it's Joyce here at Shadow Bayou, and this is your love Q&A. So let me adjust a little bit. It's still bright, but it's better. All right, so I want to thank each and every one of you who have participated in tonight's love Q&A, and please note that this live stream is closed to incoming questions. All right, guys, I have started just a little bit early because I have a lot of questions here and I want to get through you guys' questions in a timely manner. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Lioness Kitty Cat. I'm a little bit, yeah, because it's going to be a long one. So, Rachel, I have your two questions, and then I have one for, I'm guessing, Denise is this person's name. It all came from the same account, so I'm assuming, you know. All right, so Richard is first. Then I have LUSINE, then SONA, then Linus Kitty Cat, then Fred, then Leslie, Denise, Rachel, Linda Love, JBEE, and Carla. All right, guys. Hey, Linda Love. Hi, Lisa. Lioness Kitty Cat, you are my fourth person. So you're number 4. All right. We're going to get started. And again, thank all of you. I appreciate it very much. So Richard is first. Richard, you have what are Mila's thoughts and intentions? So we're going to find out. We're going to do our best to find out anyway. Richard. Oh, I got to put your timestamp, Richard. Let me get, let's see. All right, Richard, 2:16. 2:16 for Richard. That sounds good, Lioness. That's cool. JB, you are number 11. You're my 11th person. Hi, Claudia. All right, Richard, what are Mila's thoughts and intentions with you? What are Mila's thoughts and intentions with Richard? All right, Richard. Oh, pop-ups all over the place. Pop-up. All right. Here we go, Richard. Mila's thoughts and intentions with you. Ooh. 9 of Swords. Anxiety, stress, worry, thinking about you. What is she concerned about here? It could be that she's feeling bad about the way things ended. We're going to see. That's what this is. She wants a second chance. She wants to get off the battlefield. She wants a new opportunity with you. She feels a little bit wounded, but I think she knows she screwed the pooch in this one. And she has regrets, Richard. Yep, she's been thinking and thinking and thinking about this. And I think, can I say think another time? It's to me, thinking about she could have done things a little bit different. I believe Mila is in regret. And now she knows she has to, you know, like, I think she was too harsh with you. A little bit too much wanting things her way. I believe that's what this is about, what she's thinking. And she does want to come towards you in the near future, wanting a second chance. Yeah, there it is. There's the offer. You know, wanting to see if you desire the same thing she does, if you desire another go at this relationship. Yep, there it is. She wants to come back. She misses you. She does miss you. Okay. A lot of thinking about you. Mm-hmm. So they show me she's got good intentions. There's going to have to be that uncomfortable conversation, though. She's going to have to basically take accountability for her part of the breakup. Yeah, ultimately, she feels guilty and she wants a new beginning with you. And I feel you will hear from her. Yeah. I mean, all things are pointing to reconciliation here and a new beginning. So that's what her thoughts and intentions are with you, Richard. All right. LUSINE, 626, 626. LUSINE. What are Joe's next actions towards you? What are Joe's next actions towards LUSINE? Hi, Leslie. I have your question. Not to worry. Leslie, you're number 6, and I'm on number 2 right now. So, all right, LUSINE. What are Joe's next actions towards you? LUSINE. Joe's next actions towards you, LUSINE. All right, so there's third-party involvement here. You may think this is, or he may have spoken of commitment, loyalty, this type of thing. But what I'm getting here is that's not exactly so. I have the Hierophant, the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles. He might be married and holding on to that marriage, or as far as his next actions towards you, if there was a conversation about long-term commitment, marriage, having a family together, he's not doing anything about that. There's a lack of growth here. In fact, the relationship loses momentum. I'm seeing it losing its momentum and going into regret. 5 of Cups. There's manipulation here with the Magician and the 5 of Wands. All because there's another, I'm going to tell you something. The Magician, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. With the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person and the High Priestess sitting on the 5 of Wands. I'm going to tell you something. This person is keeping secrets from you. This person is involved with somebody else. I want to say this person, it feels to me like this person is leaning more toward being committed towards someone else. Or actually committed to someone else. You could be the third party. There's another energy here that seems like Joe is more committed to. As far as what you are concerned, there's a juggle here. There is no commitment, and there's a lack of stability, and there's lies. There's secrets here. There's secrets. He's keeping secrets. So what comes out next is the Three of Cups, the Star, and the Six of Wands. He'd want to get together and heal this. Come back around, heal things with you. There's going to be a conversation here, a new beginning. He's going to want to make up with you and see if y'all can heal this. However, I will let you know it's still a little bit on the sketchy side, to be honest with you. Why? Because there are things that are hidden in the Moon, King of Cups, the Fool. Yeah, this person, you're going to hear, okay, this Joe wants to have a good time with you. He's very attracted to you, but I feel like he's got somebody else. He could be married. There's commitment there as far as it looks good on paper. I don't see that commitment going toward you. I see you as the in and out person. I see you as the person he goes to have fun with, but not to stay with. He doesn't want any bad blood between you. He doesn't want to argue, fuss, and fight. But there is like a friends with benefit situation here, and it's going to come to a painful end because of the absolute betrayal is the reality. Knight of Cups, the Devil. Girl, look. I feel like you're going to hear from him again. But this person, I mean, unless you're okay with being in a third-party situation, not having commitment, just messing around when he comes around, that's what he's offering. That's the energy on the table with him. His next actions, I feel, is communication. And that's the best I can tell you, Lucine. All right, SONA. 12:30. All right, SONA 12:30. You want to know, okay, so you wrote me that you and this person have an on again, off again relationship. You're traveling to Canada to see this person, and you want to know how things will go when you go visit this person in Canada. It's a Scorpio. So we're going to see what they tell us, SONA, about how things will go with your Scorpio man in Canada. Hi, Ilda. All right. Let's find out. SONA. How will things go with your Scorpio man in Canada when you go visit? So they show me the offer to visit, the invitation, and the travel. Okay. But we have here the liar, cheater, thief. So something is not being revealed to you. Yeah, there's something being like kept quiet or hidden. I feel like he's excited to see you, but he's going to keep, there's something he's keeping to himself. here. But I feel like you're going to find out with the Tower. Let's see what else we can find out here. What is this secret about? What is being hidden from SONA, from the Scorpio in Canada? Again, secrets with the moon. Well, your Scorpio friend has somebody else. He's trying to make a decision between you and someone else. I'm telling you right now. Yep. There you go. Juggling. Juggling who, pray tell? The Lover. So this person has someone else. Yep. It could be a Libra. It could be a Pisces, Sagittarius. Doesn't necessarily have to be. We also have Gemini and Scorpio. This person is not going to treat you fairly. He's got a hidden lover. Yep. 3 of Swords. So, he's a little stressed out. He's a little stressed out. I'm surprised he's even invited you or agreed to this trip. I don't think you're going to enjoy the trip. I mean, I'm just giving you what they're giving to me. You're going to see a lack of reciprocity. We have the Knight of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles. You're not going to be satisfied or happy with the way this trip goes, I don't feel. Yep. Foolish. Yep. I feel like you're going to want to leave. I don't feel like you'll be comfortable. I feel like you're going to want to leave. So how will it go? I think you're going to know something's off, something shady. I don't see how you're not going to find out. I really don't. This person is not going to offer you what you're imagining this trip is about. You're imagining this is going to be like on the road to marriage or commitment or something, and it's not. Yeah, that's what you're thinking this is going to turn out to be, but it's not. Oh, Jesus. It's just another in and out energy. This is another temporary thing. And for whatever reason, he's allowing you to step into the, the spider's parlor, put it to you that way. That's how I feel it'll go. I don't think you're going to enjoy the trip. I don't think you're going to be comfortable there. Whether or not you find out about the other person, you'll probably suspect it. He'll probably deny it. Then again, I don't know. Whatever the offer is, you're not going to be happy there. And you're going to leave or want to leave early or leave feeling just like it was, you shouldn't have went. That's how I feel. You do what you want to do. That's what I'm seeing in the cards. So, I mean, it's up to you what you do. The only way to really find out is to go, right? But that's what I've got. Be willing to take that chance, especially with someone who's never been consistent with you in the past. You going to that person's country, You have high expectations. I'd not really put those expectations that high. Okay? I'm just letting you know. You need to really think about it, how this person has shown up for you in the past, if at all. All right. Lioness Kitty Cat, you are next, my darling. 2026. 2026 Lioness Kitty Cat. You want to know the current energies towards you from the person on your mind. So let's find out. Current energies toward you from the person on your mind. All right, let's find out. A lot of attraction here. He views you as the Queen of Wands. He also wants to heal this, have a new beginning. He has hopes for a fresh new start. He wants to create a new, I wanted to say boundary. I don't know why, but it's foundation. But the word boundary, I don't know why. I just have to say it because it was coming up. So, King of Wands. He sees you as the Queen of Wands. So, it's like, what I'm feeling here is he wants to have the Three of Pentacles, but he has his guard up, has his walls up. He is coming out as the King of Wands. So we have a pair here. There has to be a release of an Empress energy. Yep. And it could be, so how this is falling is I have the Empress, the 10 of Pentacles with this 9 of Wands. So is he still in the process of ending things with someone, being secretive or guarded about future plans, like not letting this person know what he's up to so they don't try to do something, because he's leaving this Empress energy, this other person. It's over with this Empress energy, this person, okay? It's over with that person. He wants to go toward who he feels is his soulmate. And he's keeping it quiet. He's keeping his plans quiet, is what they're showing me. So he's strategically planning. Oh my, he is strategically planning, because he doesn't want to share his plans so somebody else doesn't try to interfere, is what I feel. Definitely making plans for the future with the 2 of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Devil. So, and I have another card that wanted to come out, the Ace of Cups. So I feel like with this Devil energy, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, 2 of Wands, making plans for a new beginning, that must be in the forefront of his mind, because the Devil is here, and I feel that's that that almost compulsive, almost obsessive thinking. You know what I'm saying? It also does show domination in certain types of energy we can sometimes display. How shall I say? Knight of Swords, okay, so Eight of Pentacles to the Eight of Wands. So that means some type of communication, messages about working on this connection. So that to me, along with this Ace of Cups and what I'm seeing here, especially with the Star, I mean, all of it, the Three of Pentacles started it out. I feel like he wants a new beginning with you. He's following his heart towards you. Feels like you have a spiritual soulmate connection. He doesn't want to tell anybody his plans so they don't try to interfere. But yeah, I feel like there's going to be some type of talk, some type of communication about working on this relationship, what the plan actually is. Yeah, because he has a lot of regrets. He has a lot of regrets here. This is what's underneath the deck, Five of Cups. So that's the current energy of your person. All right, my girl. That was a good one. That was a good one. That's all positive direction. Positive direction. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Thank you, girlie. All right, Fred is next. Fred, 2653. Oh, running out of ink. 2653, Fred. All right. General love. All right, Fred, who's coming toward you in love? Let me get this one instead. You're welcome, Fred. Yep, and your manifestation. Candles, body, but oh, thank you, Lioness. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Cynthia. No, you didn't miss your reading, Rachel. I didn't get to it yet. How you doing, Fred? And thank you. All right, Fred, general love. Who's coming towards you with love? Someone wants to come towards you, but they're being silent about it. They're at the crossroads. They are looking toward the future, but for some reason, they're being silent. With the High Priestess, Piscean energy here, we have the Two of Wands. They're undecided what to say or if they should reveal their feelings. It's very odd. I have the Ten of Swords, Two of Swords, and the King of Cups. It's like they don't want to reveal anything yet. They don't want to say anything yet. Okay? All right, this person doesn't know what they want. It could be that they're keeping you as an option. They may have a choice between you and someone else, whoever this is, with the Seven of Cups. Trying to make a decision. Who do I want to be with? Who can I see my future with? That's why they're staying silent, I feel, because they don't know. They don't know between you and someone else. Yep. see. They don't know who they want to build with, who they should choose. Three of Pentacles, Pisces. We got Pisces again. So we have the King and the Queen of Cups. Here's the thing. It's like this. There's other options here. The thing is, whoever this is, I feel like they're not with anybody. I don't feel like they actually have somebody, though. That's the thing. Who should I, maybe it's a situation of who should I pursue or who should I let in? Because I don't see this person with anybody. No, I don't see this person with anybody. It's like, almost like they're trying to control who gets close to them, keeping people at bay until they decide, well, who am I really interested in? I kind of like both people. What should I do? Let me weigh out my pros and my cons, that kind of a shit. That's what it feels like. They're uncertain. They're uncertain of who to choose or who's meant to be for them. Because, that's how people think. Three of Wands. You see, they're afraid. This person is afraid to make the wrong decision. And so they stay fucking quiet. And it could be because they made bad choices, trusted the wrong people in the past. You kind of have to, you can't shoot it down. You got to understand, it depends on what we all go through, how we handle offers that come to us, especially if we don't really know these people. And it's like, okay, who do I trust to let in my circumference? Who do I move forward with? I feel like the confusion is not out of spite, but out of, am I trusting? If I trust my intuition, am I right? So a lot of people doubt their intuition, or, because they made bad choices before, that they thought, oh, I thought this person and I would be a great fit or whatever, and it just ended badly. I really feel it's this person just doesn't want to make a bad decision for themselves. And to me, that's a lack of knowing the people involved, or whatever you want to call it, the choices, not really knowing them. So you can't really shoot it down yet, because that's sort of, you got to kind of say that's kind of normal. I don't see anything or feel anything vindictive. It's just a matter of who do I feel more drawn to or more attracted to, or that I feel would be a good fit for me out of these two people. And if you really don't know the people, you can be in a little bit of a conundrum. Both people seem nice. Both people seem okay, you like for face value. But if you don't know them any, beyond surface level, you're going to get cards like this. And I feel like, it's totally however you feel, what you want to do about it. But I'm not feeling maliciousness or a whore or nothing like, I'm really not. They're just not sure, what's a good choice for me? What's a safe choice for me? Yeah, you gotta get to know each other. But I'm not feeling anything bad, like, oh, I'm gonna use two different people. I don't get that. They're just, whoever this is just trying to make a good decision for themselves because they don't feel like they made good choices for themselves in the past. That fear is a very real thing. You know, and that's where I'm going with this, as this person just doesn't really know. You know, they don't really know. There's a couple of choices here, and it's like, what do I do? And I'm sure you've been in that situation yourself. I'm not trying to, you know, like, I want to work through this, work on this. I do want to invest in my wish fulfillment. Who's that? Which one is my wish fulfillment? Am I meant to be with one of these people? Well, which one? You know? Wanting the love, wanting to invest, but there are boundaries here because this person is looking for a soulmate and happily ever after. There's going to be some type of apologies or something like that. But there will be some type of communication with you and this person. It may not work out. I'm not certain. I see apologies again, conflict. So this person and you may not work things out to be together as a couple. It may not go that way. This feels like a temporary person. Yeah. But I don't feel like they want anything bad, you know, with you. Like they don't want to be mean or anything like that. I just don't see it working out. Oh, I know. You know, everybody's got their perspective on it. Everybody does. I can't really, I mean, what do you do? You know, people feel how they feel. But I don't think that this person means any ill will towards you or means to treat you badly in any way. I do want you to know that. And I got to sneeze. Why am I sneezing so much lately? Oh, excuse me. It's coming. I know it's coming. Excuse me. I can't help it. Oh, but it felt good. So thank you, Fred. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ilda. All right, Leslie, you are next. 3829. 3829, Leslie. Who's coming in love and you looking for new love? So let's see what they say. Thank you, Fred. Leslie, who's coming toward you in love? Leslie, who's coming toward you in love? Somebody's at the crossroads here. Two of Wands. Golly, wands everywhere. Two of Wands, Seven of Wands, Six of Wands. There's emotional upheaval here because you're going backwards. Okay, let's see. There's someone in mind. I feel like, yeah, you do want new. I get that. Oh, Jesus, I know you want new, but you're still thinking about the other person, which is normal. That's how I'm picking it up. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Seven of Cups. You're trying to fight the idea of this person. You're trying to fight your feelings. Be strong and move on toward the Ace of Cups. Okay. Yeah, you really want to move on and be victorious, going toward new, taking a risk towards somebody new. That's what you want. Somebody who will invest to a higher level commitment. But you're still thinking about past person. You're still thinking about past person. They're still in your mind, I feel. Daydream about this person. Maybe you're dreaming about them at night. I don't know. I feel like you miss them or they miss you. If you don't miss a past person, then they missing you. So there is an energy here of not releasing someone. Not releasing someone. Wanting to, though. Wanting to move on. Wanting to move forward. I just don't see it happening. Okay. So you might meet someone, a boss energy, emperor energy. This could be somebody who is a boss with the emperor. Could be a father figure. Maybe this person has children. Maybe they're divorced. In a friend group. When you're out with friends or something like that. And this is to do with romantic matters. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like this person is divorced or something. You're going to find this person attractive. How do they feel about you? I feel like whoever it is going to be blunt and honest with you. They're going to be attracted to you. But I feel like this person, they're taking their time getting involved with another person. Like they're not in a hurry. They're keeping their feelers out, but they're not in a rush to have another long-term relationship. There is attraction that's mutual here. And it could be something that either you or them have manifested, but you're going to meet somebody where there's a mutual physical attraction. I don't see it being anything serious, though. I don't see it being anything serious. I don't see it being a bad thing. I mean, there's attraction here, but I don't see it going anywhere. As of right now, I don't see it going anywhere. I see conversation, laughs, attraction, but I don't see it moving forward. So I don't know. You will meet somebody though. I just don't see anything coming out of it as of now. Doesn't mean it won't. It's just they're not giving me it going anywhere. You might start looking them up on Facebook or whatever, or them you, but I don't see it going anywhere. That's what I've got. All right. Denise or Dennis is Denis. Denise. Okay. 4555. 4555. Denise, you want to know if this is how it was written to me. Is he lying to you about having a committed relationship with a person he lives with? I'm not understanding. Okay, if this person told Denise he's in a committed relationship and he lives with this person, I don't understand why you want to know if that's true. If they're saying they're committed and with someone and living with them, I don't see how that's relevant to matter at all for you in your life. I mean, I just don't. And it also tells me that this person is not interested in you. Wired dating, he said he's not. I'm asking, and no, this is how it was written to me. I will whip out the email. You think I don't understand? Let me whip it out now. All right. Here's the email sent to me. I shall read it verbatim. Hi, I want to know, I'm Denise, I'm not going to say the last name, who lives Dominican Republic. Is he lying to me about having a committed relationship with the person he lives with? That is exactly what was written. So, you know what I'm saying? How else am I supposed to take it? That's why I'm like, well, okay, if that's what they said, why do you want, what is the question here? But you want to know if they are in a relationship. Obviously, this person is living with someone. Let's see what the energies are. All right. Is he lying to you? First of all, whatever, okay, so it's showing that whatever is being offered here is not acceptable, is not satisfactory. And you would be considered the third party. Okay. There's going to be an end of a cycle here. I feel like this person is telling you the truth. Queen of Swords. And there's a defensiveness with Judgment. Okay. We have the Hermit and the World. So somebody might get ghosted here. A small offer being made, but it's non-committal. So we got a small offer being made. It looks like good intentions at first. I have the Princess of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Princess of Cups. Yeah, it looks great until it's not. Somebody's walking away. And there's a lot of stress and worry. Right here, we got 10 of Wands. Somebody's got a lot of responsibilities. Could be guilt about the move they're going to make next. There's going to be some type of conversation about what happens next. Somebody's not treating the other person fairly. All right, so this is the deal. Somebody here does not want an opportunity to have a new beginning. This feels like an attraction or sex-based type relationship energy, something temporary. There's something that's going to be exposed here. Something that was left unsaid is going to be exposed. I feel like this person is telling you the truth about, it's like a half truth is what I feel. A half truth. And it's about the Lovers, Two of Cups. So I asked if this person wants to have a relationship with you, Denise, and I'm going to have to say no. I'm going to have to say that they're showing me that this is going to come to an end. There's no balance here. Betrayal, third party. Options. It's going to come to an end. This person, whoever they're living with, they will stay with. They're going to stay with that person. And how this is going to work here is that this relationship with Denise is going to end. It's how they're showing it to me. They're going to stay with whoever it is that they're living with. Well, whoever's name is that. Okay. I'm feeling out the energies. That's what they're giving me. Whoever that is, he's staying with them. And whoever you are to this person, they're showing me it's going to end. There's betrayal here, half-truths, meaning lies. Some things are true, some things are not true. It's like not telling the whole story and twisting things to suit someone's purpose. You know what I'm saying? So certain things he's told you is true, certain things is a lie. All right. However, the end result from what they show me is it's going to end with that person. You know what I'm saying? So you have 2 more questions here, Rachel. All right. Will you have a successful workman's comp case? Let's see what they say. I'm feeling it out. Which one? Rachel. Will Rachel have, show me if Rachel will have success in a workman's comp case. So it shows the deliberation, if it's fair or not. That's how it's coming out. It's like they're looking at everything. The King of Pentacles is looking at everything. There's a little bit of confusion on the way something played out or how it was handled in some way. So what they're showing me here is, I feel you're not going to be satisfied how things are done. I feel like you're not going to be happy about the result. You're not going to like the result. Okay? So I'm going to just say it's not going to be, no, it's not going to be what you want. All right. And you want to know, what does Amako want with you? All right. So let's see, Rachel, what does Amako, I'm going to say Amako because I don't know how to say this person's name, want with you? Okay. So I have the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Some type of news or communication that puts someone in a worry, a state of worry. Options. Somebody here has other options. This person could be choosing you to see if he could have this new start or new beginning with you. But there's some, you see what the problem here is? There's a third party energy though. Lies, betrayal, 5 of Swords, 3 of Cups, 7 of Swords. So here you go. Somebody's full of shit. Somebody's full of it. Being the liar, cheater, thief. Somebody's trying to get away with something. And it has something to do with a third party. Because somebody wanted to have their cake or wants to have their cake and eat it too. Really, after stringing me along 1 year? Well, yeah, that's how they do, unfortunately. Yeah, this person here, look at that. This person seems like someone who likes attention. You know, he likes to be single. And then he likes to be charming. Let me go win your heart back. Oh, it's all a great time until it's not. And then what you got right here? Somebody who draws you in, makes you feel like you have to stand up for yourself, like you got to defend yourself. Maybe this person tries to turn the tables on you. I don't know. But they do ghost you. So I just see this person as a game player. You know. We want 5 cakes in for holiday. Yes, he want 5 cakes and box donuts. 5 cakes and a box of donuts he wanted you to get for him. He must be mighty hungry. I mean, fuck. Tell him to go call somebody else and give him his damn donuts and cake. He called you Thursday night. Girl. Oh, you want to have his cake and eat it? Is that what you mean? He wants 5 cakes? He can't handle 1 cake. Shit. Anyhow, well, I don't see nothing changing with that. He's just going to do the same shit. You know, I would tell him to carry his old ass somewhere else. You know? Say, boy, go sit down. I mean, shit. That's why you avoiding him. Yeah, I'd avoid him too. I would tell him that. Carry your old ass somewhere else, boring ass old fucker. And I'm 53, I could say that. Hell with him. Shit, you ain't got time for that. Tell him you ain't got time for that. Tell him you go and have cake. Thank you, JBEE. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, JBEE. But I can tell y'all, no, tell him go fuck himself. You about to go have your cake. Tell him you having cake. You ain't got time for that. No, absolutely not. No. So that's what I've got, Rachel. He thinks he thinks you're gonna jump. Jump. Tell him you sashaying by, go and do whatever the hell you want. He's not used to you telling him no. Make him used to it. Tell him he's gonna have to learn the word no, and you're starting that potty training now. Training starts now. Absolutely not. No. Be dramatic. No. Do it like that. And you can really be dramatic. Roll your eyes, you know, throw your hands up. Absolutely not. No, Amy, I'm not. Not tonight. Thank you, though. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something about those two dudes, Rachel. Neither fucking one of them are good. They both got some bullshit with them because they both think they're somebody. Start putting up your boundaries. Be dramatic. Tell them both absolutely not. And do not play into their games. That's what they want. And whoever they can get to feed into that bullshit, they're going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over. There comes a point in time, enough is enough. Put your foot down. You know? Then what you do, Rachel, is you post on social media how fine you are. Out with the girls. Whatever, you know? Show them you're not bothered. You're not bothered. Hell with that. Ain't got time for that. You want a real man, not this bullshit. No. You're not teaching daycare. Hell no. So thank you, Rachel. It'll just laughing at me thinking I'm crazy. It might be a little tinge of crazy. I don't know. I might. Older men suck. You know what? Some of them can. Yes, they can. They can. They really, 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 yes. Some of them, yes. And you got to let them know they don't suck right. They don't do it right. You got to no, bye. Let them know you don't have time. Period. You know, shit. It's time to take a stand, y'all. Tell these people, fuck that. Enough is enough. They're not good enough in bed anyway. Think about this. Think about it. And what are they doing for you lately? What are they doing for you lately? Jeff, you weren't supposed to hear that. Jeff, this ain't your conversation. This is the girls talking. Okay? This is the girl talk. And you cannot help it, Jeff. We've been around the block, boo. We've been around the block, Jeff. This is not children. Exactly, Rachel. If that answer is nothing, they haven't done jack shit, nothing for you, as far as enhancing your life, like you try to enhance. And I'm talking about treating you right. Okay. I'm talking about the way they treat you. Piss on that. Hell to the no. It's time to stay away from the bullshit. Around the block several times. You deserve the best. Jeff. I'm triggering Jeff. Jeff, it's okay. It's okay, Jeff. Calm down. Drink some Gatorade. Get some electrolytes in your system. It's going to be okay. Heard them lies. But exactly. You give people chances and they prove you fucking right whenever you doubt them every time. They like for you to chase them. And I can't speak for all men, and I'm not. But the ones that we are experienced in dealing with, please go. They need to go sit down. They need to research multivitamins. They need to do something, but get out of your ass, because it's time. This is 2025, Rachel. Let it go like Elsa, girl. Shit. Damn. If someone chases me and I know it, I'll slam on the brakes so they can catch me. There you go, Fred. Fred's like, I'm going to slam them brakes on. Catch me, girl. Catch me. It don't matter. I mean, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know what it is, Rachel. They can have their age and still act like they 10 years old. For some reason, I don't know what it is, the water where they live. I don't know. I don't know what the shit. You know? But it's time for Rachel to say, I'm letting it go, baby. Call me Elsa. Let it go. All right. Thank you, Rachel. All right, Linda Love. Linda Love. All right. 11035. Linda Love. Let's see what's happening with WC. With the WC. What deck do I want? This one. Okay. All right, Linda Love. All right. I'm kind of asking myself this question. I feel like it's a yes. I feel like it's a yes. And with the Knight of Wands energy, 7 of Pentacles in the upright, 2 of Swords in the reverse energy, it could be making it that they're making a decision sooner than later, which we know that time is of the essence. It's very soon anyway, but still is what's coming out in the shuffle. Decisions, weighing it out. See what we got. All right, so it shows disappointment. It shows a decision that brought some disappointment here. And then an ending to do with that decision. So I'm going to say transformation, because then we have justice that comes in. So what does that mean? It means messages brought to you by the Emperor. Yeah, a decision is going to be made. This is some kind of communication from somebody who is in authority. 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, something being put to rest, but they're not telling me. Well, okay, well, I guess they telling me now. This one wanted to jump out too. So it could be that you've manifested this. This has been manifested. Temperance is here. Temperance. So patience was needed for balance to be restored or brought into the situation. I have the Sun, and I also have the 10 of Pentacles and the Magician. Something is going to be settled, which we see that here. And it's going to be something that brings you a new beginning with happiness, prosperity with the 10 of Pentacles. And this could easily have been something manifested. moving forward, victory, the Chariot, and this is going to be in a 3 days, 3 weeks, something like that. You're going to hear about this here. Yeah, a decision is being made, so you will get an offer, and it looks like something good. Show me if this is how good of an offer this is. The Lovers. Wow. Okay. The Lovers and the 10 of Ten of Cups. So it looks like an offer that you're being blessed with is going to bring you happiness, a wish fulfillment with the 10 of Cups. And it's money. It's money being given to you. And I wanted to say portioned out, money being portioned out. But it's got a legal, it's got the scales of justice. It's involving the scales of justice. So I'm going to say, yes, you are receiving what is rightfully yours. Yeah. You're going to be receiving what is rightfully yours, and that'll complete the cycle. It'll be laid to rest. So I'm going to have to say that's going to be it, the settlement. Whatever it is, it's going to bring you happiness. I mean, they can't give me an amount, you know what I mean? Like, not that I would say it, even if I could get an amount. But it looks like a reason to be happy. It doesn't look like something you're not going to want or that you're going to be unhappy with. So that's the good, that's very positive energy. Which good, Lord, these people, shit. Yes, it's been long enough. God. Well, thank you, Linda Love. JB, you've got 2 questions. JB 11707. 11707 JB. Okay, you want to know when you're going to reconcile or speak with Karama, and what's he got going on right now? Like, what's he doing? That could be anything. I'm going to just see what they tell me. You know, that could be a lot of things. Okay, what deck I'm going with? This one. Let's all have cake, Ilda. All right. You know, I can't exactly tell you when unless something specific comes out. You know that. Something at the turn of the season is going to be significant. I could say that. Okay, we have communication coming in. 8 of Wands. We have that. Knight of Cups. Strength card. Why in the hell? So the Strength card facing the Knight of Cups. Is he summoning his courage to speak to you, message you, or is he still lacking in courage? I know it's not in the reverse, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, because guess who's following this? The liar, cheater, thief. This person's going to lie to you. This is almost like, why are you wasting your time messaging me if you're not going to be honest with me? He's not going to tell you everything. Okay, he's going to hold back some kind of truthful information. He's not going to be honest and forthcoming about his feelings. Yeah, there's something hidden. The world. I don't know if he's traveling or this is about something coming to an end. Oh, fuck. Okay, so hold on. All right, so listen, I asked how he feels about you in particular. They gave me the Five of Wands, the Emperor, and the Death card. So he feels like you are trying to be in control, argumentative, and that it's over. That's what they're showing me. Something else. Hold on. Let me see. That you're unfair. Okay, so what I feel is he's going to not exactly let you go, but not exactly offer you anything to talk about. Like I feel he's the one who wants the control. And I feel it's in the way he does it. I feel he's passive aggressive. You know, the people that do the little, jibes that nobody else really notices but you. You know, the little shit things they do that unless you know, you wouldn't know. Nobody's going to notice it but you. And then they're going to be really nice and calm and they don't want to argue, but they do shit that pisses you off. Like they intentionally do shit that they know is going to upset you, make you want to argue or get mad. And they do it on purpose. That's the kind of person I feel he really is. Passive aggressive. He wants you to act the ass because he knows what your triggers are. And I'm going to tell you something else. He wants you to be the one to look argumentative and all the little feel sorry for me shit he tells people. They show me that, but I mean, I'm going to tell you this. They're showing communication, but they're also showing me secrets here that he's not going to be honest with you, JB. He is not. Okay, we've got the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. He's not. And I'm going to tell you what about. This to me looks like somebody else. He's fooling with some kind of cheap bitch, some kind of trick. Nothing serious. No love there. Toxic person he's dealing with. And it could be for sex. I'm not going to lie to you. It could be with his nut job ass. I'm sorry. Could. Oh, fuck. Wait, hold on. Keep your drawers on. Hold up. It's somebody. It could be a Capricorn. Mother figure also, because I have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, because I wanted to know why the devil was there. And he's, yep. This has something to do with money and burdens and family. Could be his ex. It could be his ex. But it's just for sex and he's going to regret it. So I'm just letting you know that much. That's what he's been up to. Ain't nothing good coming out of this with him. There's going to be some kind of an apology or something from him. Like he's going to want to heal things. And I say that like this because he's still not, to me, he's not being honest with you. And he's not going to offer you anything that makes you happy. He's going to breadcrumb you just to pacify you. And what he has going on, he's not going to be telling you the truth about. I don't know when you're going to hear from him, but it must be in the near future. Y'all going to have a conversation or messages between y'all with that Eight of Wands. Yeah, he's going to be defensive about what he's doing. He's going to be defensive. And he is an attention whore. And he is somebody to play the victim. He sounds like a whole pain in the ass. He don't know what in the shit. Look. You're not going to have equal give and take with him. All right? You're not. He's a juggler. He's a juggler. Look at this. He's a juggler. A juggler. A breadcrumbing juggler. I say this dude causes fucking problems. Look. You got the Six of Swords, the Moon, and the Seven of Cups. He looks for trouble. I don't know. That's just my... Look. The man don't know what he's doing. He thinks he's smart and he's not. Okay? I'm letting you know. He is not... I'm going to tell you this. He's not committed to nobody. There is no real commitment with him. There is not. This is him fooling around when he can. I'm not even saying that's consistent. He plays the victim card. And he does, you know, he's passive aggressive. He wants other people to look guilty of the things he says, whatever he's saying, because he wants to look right. But what they don't know, unless they're in it, is he's passive aggressive. He's going to do shit to piss off people, to trigger people, to act out, while he is like, you see, I was right. Wasn't I right? I'm the victim. Look. You see what I'm trying to say? That right there, girl, that's aggravating. Ain't nobody got time for that aggravation. You know, this is the type of person he is at his age. I'm sorry to say it. He's more trouble than that's it. He's trouble. An aggravating pain in the ass. It's like a hemorrhoid you can't get rid of. I know you love him, but I'm going to tell you this too. You know, and I can't tell you who to love because nobody can tell me who to love, right? But looking at what is and everything, all right? Look at this person. You love who you thought he was, who he pretends to be when it suits him. You know what I mean? Because he was playing the part. People can do that. In the moment, they're loving this and having a great time, and you're going to see that in the energy. Why? Because it's energy. And the minute they get tired of that, the energy changes because they change it up. You know what I'm saying? You showed up to talk of hemorrhoids. Oh my. Hey, Joe. They have to be consistent. You know, I feel like this. He had a great time with you. He knows you're a good person. He knows you're sincere. And I feel he took advantage of it. And he can't keep it up. When you got people like that, y'all, they can't keep it up. Not for long. Their energy changes because they get tired of keeping up appearances with certain people. You understand? And can this change? Absolutely. But his energy has to change for it to show up differently. You know what I mean? He can change. Sure, he can. Either on his own or by force. But by force is a constant having to work on him. Because as of now, this is who he is. And that's just the facts of it. And it has nothing to do with you. This is him. It's not because of you. Ask around. Look at his life. Just sit back and look at what his life looks like. It's not just you he does this to. And he wants to play the victim and go run behind his mama when things get hot. My mama. And mama's going to be like, my baby. All them bad girls. You know what I'm saying? I mean, JB, I don't have the temperament for that kind of life. Think about, do you have the temperament for that kind of life? Because I know I don't. You know, you can give people chances and stuff. But fuck, after a certain time, it's like, oh, fuck. This is like, child, I need a spa day just dealing with this human being. You know what I mean? It's like, shit, boy, you more work than you're worth. I mean, I'm sorry to put it that way, but damn. I mean, damn. Drive you to drinking in a New York second. I mean, fuck. Or worse. Tell him you got a jar with his name on. You want to scare him. Be very passive aggressive, you too. And in a very sweet, kind voice with a big, pretty smile, you say, I'm going by mason jars. And when he says, why? The better to put you in. And then you just, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean that in a spiritual sense, not like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can make a jar on them for spell work. If you need a Valium every time you deal with someone, that might be a sign. Shit, I'm telling you. Oh, I know. I know. Thank you, JB. You deserve so much better than that. Your prince is right around the corner. I just know. You got to just refocus. JB, refocus. It's time for the queen to refocus. Straighten up that crown, girl. Straighten up that crown. And you go after it. You go after what's better for you. Fuck. I'd be doing me a jar or something, because a jar, really, a container work is, you can that could be ongoing for a long time. You don't have to keep doing different setup. Everything is in that jar. You know, and you can pick it up and hide it from people because you don't want people fooling with that or seeing it anyway. And you're going to keep it next to you. You're going to put it in your closet, in your bedroom, underneath your bed, somewhere close to you that's private. And you work it. Find you somebody else. And I mean, that's your choice. You know, I just feel you would be, I mean, it's just my opinion. You would be happier with somebody who is genuine and truly loves you and will treat you like a queen. You know, call that bastard in. Shit. Call him in. God, how much of a relief would that be? You know what I mean? None of these headaches, you know, and they treasure you. Can you do jar for money, finances also? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You can do a jar for just about anything that I'm aware of. Yes. Yes, you can. You can keep that jar for years. You know, and that's the thing about the jars. Okay. That is for ongoing work, long-term work, that it's contained, everything's there, you know, and it's easy to hide. Yes, ma'am. You can keep a jar for, ask me about that, and other workers too, other experienced workers that have been around for longer than I care to admit. You can keep a jar for years. Now, if you leave it dormant, you got to reactivate it. But yes, you can use the same jar for the same. Now, you can't mix love and money in the same jar, or you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. It has to be like like for say, if you want a love jar, you got to make a love jar. If you want a money jar, you make a money jar. If you want a protection jar, now I believe, yes, you can do both. Like you can protect your love, you can protect your money. If it's something unrelated, you do a separate jar for that protection. You know what I'm saying? You could do a jar for cursing. I wouldn't, unless you really know what you're doing with that. Unless you have to do a jar for cursing, you know, kind of rethink it. But otherwise, yeah, especially to draw in, pull towards you, jar work is great. It's great. There are 8.1 billion people on the planet. Yeah. It's true. It's true. I need a couple of jars, like a 12 pack. You can do it. I mean, if you wanted to do it, yeah, you could do different jars, you know, and I have a thing of, I know I'm not the only one. You know, I take my jars and I wrap them in foil. Aluminum foil. Yes, I do. I sure do. The shiny part facing in, I'll wrap it for privacy to keep it dark. You know what I mean? Jars are great. And I mean, I just had a promo for jar work for a month. You know, I'm working some jars for 1 month straight because it's a continuous work. And why not? I mean, some people asked about those workings, so I figured why not do a promo with it. I'm not saying I won't bring it back, but yeah. It's not bad to do yourself. It's actually better to do your own jars and your own work if it's possible for you to do. I always say it's better to do your own. It always really is, to be honest. Not that it's a bad thing to have me do it. No, it's not. But you got to understand your essence is there already when you do it, when you make your own. And you maintain your own for long periods of time. You're always activating it. You're feeding it power like that. And I mean, it's really good. You can even do baby food jars, like a small, it doesn't have to be humongous. It could be as big or little as you want it to be. It doesn't have to be a wet jar either. It can be a dry jar. Like if you just want dry ingredients, you can do it that way. I like to have it a wet jar, so it's even, because when you shake it, because you're going to shake your jars, the fluid keeps it moving, and you want it moving. That's the point of shaking. It's activation, is movement, it's energy, and you're adding energy. And every time you use that jar, and let's just say you use this jar on a regular basis, there's no special number. You do it as much as you want to, or as little as you want to, but be consistent. And when you do this for a long period of time, man, it becomes even more powerful. The more consistent, the more power. Okay. Your intentions are consistent. Your energy is consistent. You keep on adding and adding and adding. Where what you're doing is layering and layering and layering and layering. You're making it stronger. Very good work. And whenever you decide, or if you decide, okay, I'm done working this, I've got what I want to maintain it, you can still keep the jar to maintain. When you receive your stuff, you can keep it to maintain. Some people will bury the jar in their yard. Okay. Others won't. You don't have to bury it at all. I have jars that I have buried, and I've made new jars and kept them in the house by me. Now that's for my own personal self. Okay. And over the years, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, dude. It's not hard. It's not hard. You can make it as personalized to you and your situation as possible. And it's yours. Nobody can take it away. Nobody can do anything to it. And it's a good thing to have. You can definitely do it for money. You can do it for anything, really. You can make one for anything. I know I like to talk a lot, but I like to explain it, and I do encourage it. You know, I encourage conjure when there's a need, a true need, and a consistent need for something. I highly recommend conjure. And it's because you're asking for spiritual assistance, intervention. That's not a bad thing. You're also becoming, every time you conjure, you do create a stronger bond, a spiritual bond. And also, I'm going to tell you, it really does grow. It really does grow. Your spiritual power grows because your spiritual bond grows. You know, sometimes I don't know how to explain it in a way people really understand it and get it. And I try to be as basic with the explanations as I can. You know, you should do a video on how to make one, maybe for members. I've thought about it, Joe. I want to say I've done those before. I could maybe for members. Yeah, all members. I would include all members, not just the tier level for the lives. I would do all members. And the reason I'm real funny about it is because of the algorithm. And some, well, I say some, but a lot of my tarot community here do not like conjure. They're afraid of it. They don't want, that's not their thing. And it is a tarot channel. So I'm really trying not to, you know, not to really make them feel uncomfortable. But for those people interested, yeah, I want it to be available. But yeah, I'll probably do it and then turn it on to a members only video, like do it as a live. There's so much you can do, God. And that's something I want everybody to understand who hears this. There's more methods out there than you realize that are very simplified and very, very powerful. They do work. And that's why they've lived and lasted and are passed down through generations, because they work. And it's very personalized. And it's just, you know, I cannot stress it enough. Conjure is real and it works. And everybody has their cultural belief system. And if you look at them all, they have a lot of similarities, differences, but similarities. And they've lasted for generation to generation, not because they don't work, because they do. So, yeah. I enjoy certain things that some people don't believe in, but you know what? I'm not worried about it. It's the drunken love work. To me, alcohol amps up the power. You use it in offerings. Use it as a respect to the spirits. And yeah, it is part of a basic hoodoo conjure to make a liquor jar. Now, some people say that's not traditional. Well, to me, it is. In my culture, it is. It's not everything, but it is part of something. It's not the only method, but it is a method. And it goes along with everything else. What do you believe to be true? What do you believe works? I don't think that's necessary. Like I said, it's just one form, one way of doing things, and there are many. Exactly, Joe. You believe in the intentions and the power of personal energy. Exactly. So I would definitely be open to all the possibilities. True, because there's more than one way to do it. Ilda, I use alcohol. Most traditions do. Some don't. Most do. That I know of. I don't know everything, but that I know of. Your site is like going to a cupcake store. I'm still trying to choose. There's so many interesting and helpful things on there. Fred, you figure out what your need is, what you truly desire. And I can tell you this. If you want to do my conjure oils, they do work. They do. But you have a part to play in it. You activate it. Every time you use it, say the verse that I give. It's an activation verse, and use it as the suggested way I say on my website to give you the idea of how to use it. This is you using a tool of conjure to help you with your manifestation of whatever your desire is. If you don't want to do it yourself, I can do it for you. And that's why I have my services, and that's why I do those specials. Am I trying to push you into having that done? No, not at all. You can easily do it yourself, and it doesn't have to be something difficult. Absolutely not. But again, these are all traditions. These have all been passed down. And I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. However, hundreds of thousands of people find it to be their cup of tea. MS.K, I have Carla. I do have to do Carla next. Is that you? Y'all, I got to read for Carla. I got one question left. I do have it, MS.K. So let me answer MS.K's question. I'm over here rambling about conjure. 149.01. 149.01. And we will continue this conversation. All right. Carla, you are MS.K, right? That's you. I'm guessing. I'm going to say yes. MS.K. All right. Is your ex single or in a committed relationship? Or in a relationship that is supposed to be committed? Let's see. Let me see what they got to say. That's good, Joe. That's good. All right, Miss K, Carla. Is your ex single or in a committed relationship? You didn't miss anything. Oh, but I don't know if you were married to this person, but they're showing me the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, Justice, looking like a painful divorce because of secrets, having to walk away. And then there's regret here, but wanting a second chance or hoping for a second chance. So I'm going to guess that your energy, I'm not sure. Let's see. That's what I feel, though. I think he's single, but seeing someone. I feel like he's romantically involved with someone, but I feel like he's single. I have the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Stuck on you, maybe. I have the Hangman twice with the Ten of Cups. Is he stuck on you? Is he stuck on you, Miss K? Oh, maybe so. He could be stuck on you and not making a move, wanting to, thinking about it, not knowing if it would go anywhere, Well, I can tell you, I feel like he's seeing somebody or dating somebody. If it's supposed to be committed, he's not. And I feel like he's thinking about you, wondering if he should reach out and make a move. I feel like he's at the crossroads trying to make a decision, wondering if I made a move, would it go anywhere, considering his future, making plans for the future. And that's the truth. That's the truth. He's unhappy with his current state of relationship issues. He's unhappy. He is not committed to whoever he's with. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. He is not happy or committed, energetically not committed to whoever he's with. He feels single. He just don't know what to do. Maybe he's staying with somebody for financial reasons, or maybe he's just not sure what to do and knows he screwed the pooch. Yeah, he regrets it being over with you. He does. He does. Yeah, he wants to talk to you. I think he's trying to deliberate. What do I do? Do I reach out? Do I not? I'm an asshole. What do I do? That kind of a thing. That's what I'm getting. You love my humor? I asked what he's going to do. He doesn't want to lose you or release you. He doesn't want to let you go, but he's kind of keeping that to himself right now. He's not moving quickly, I could tell you that. He does, on the down low, want to reunite with you. Yep, he sure does. He's just not really doing anything because he doesn't know if he should or not. He's on the fence. Yeah. He's on the fence, girl. He knows he screwed the pooch, and he's not liking the pooch he screwed. I think he's unhappy with his current situation. That's what I feel. I'm going to say he's single because that's not, I'm going to say he's single, me. That ain't committed when you wishing and wanting to be with somebody else. You know what I mean? I say he's fooyaying with somebody, but he not much of a fouye. I wouldn't call it anything special. From the energy, from the way it looks and feels, it ain't much. As far as him with somebody else, he feels single and looks single. But anyhow, yeah. I could do something. I could do a jar work. You know, the thing is, too, people are going to all want the honey jar thing. Honey jars, I'm going to tell you something. I use the honey for certain things. I don't use it as much as I used to. Okay? Because I learned a long time ago, I really don't need it. You don't really need it. Honey is slow moving. Honey's good to use as a glue, like to stick two pictures together, you know, to sweeten the couple, to sweeten someone to you. Use a little bit of honey on the face of the person, on their picture, and then put yours. They're face to face, you and this person, and honey is keeping you together. But when you stick your relationship or the relationship you want to pull towards you, you're going to be waiting. Honey is slow. Very, very, very slow. It's a great maintenance. This is my opinion and my observation. Other people may think and feel different, and that's okay. But since this is how I believe it, and I learned through trial and error over a long period of time, honey jars are good to stick a relationship in when you want to maintain it. When it's already good, all right, I got what I want. Okay, I want to preserve this relationship. I want to keep this person sweet. I want to keep us sweet to each other, on each other, that type of thing. You stick it in a honey jar. I feel you should use sugar water. I like brown sugar and white sugar. I usually use a lot of brown sugar. I just like it better. There's something about it. You can even use syrup if you want. But water moves quickly. All right. And when you're doing a working for love, or even for money, if you want money to come to you quickly, and yeah, you can use sugar in financial matters and money work, especially for people to look upon you favorably in the workforce or whatever, to be sweet on you, to be nice to you, stuff like that. It doesn't hurt anything. Thank you, MS.K. I appreciate you. But you want something fast moving. So I recommend sugar, water, and then whatever herbs you put in there. You make like a bed of herbs. You put your pictures in there, whatever it is, whatever this is. You're going to fill the jar with what pertains to what your desired outcome is. Then you close it and you're going to shake it. Well, first of all, you're going to speak into the jar what your intentions are, and you're going to speak whatever prayers, whatever psalms or verses, whatever you got to say. You're going to speak it into the jar, and then you're going to seal it by closing the lid. Then you're going to shake it, and you're going to keep on repeating and repeat. You're going to chant basically what your intention is, and you're going to stay consistent with that. Then you're going to pick it up and you're going to put it by things or with things that are very close to you, personal, with your essence, like has your essence, you know, where you sleep. You know, that's why I like keeping my jars in my bedroom, namely in my closet, top of my closet, or under the bed. You know, one, maybe you have a small jar, you could stick it in a dresser drawer, you know. It's just different things. You know, use brown sugar. It's better than honey. Yeah. I like the brown sugar. I use honey more as glue. Or if I decide, you know, well, we're going to do a maintenance working. So then you're going to use that whole jar of honey to maintain that situation to be sweet. Love situation to stay sweet, be sweet. You know, just whatever. So I don't know. Some of you guys may be interested in all this. Some of you may not be. I hate to keep rambling if y'all not interested in it. That's why I kind of don't really do videos on it. You are, Joe? Well, if you want to do stuff like that, all you got to do is ask me. And if you're making a jar, I could tell you what to put in it. All you got to do is, you know, it could be very simple or it could be very, you know, you can have some odd things in it. Not odd, but not so simple things. Or, you know, you can find certain herbs and things through Botanicas, or even go on Amazon. They have some really good Botanicas online. That you can order from, you know, but I get mine from certain sources. I have a couple of sources now, but one source that I get a large majority of my herbs from is from the Island of Salvation Botanica in New Orleans, in the city, because it is a voodoo high priestess who does own and operate and grow. She harvests all the herbs that she sells, the roots, the herbs. She harvests them. She prepares them. She cuts them. It's all ready. And she's got, you know, she's very fair. So usually if I need bulk, I'll get from her what she has. She may not always have everything I need. So therefore I go to another source. You know, and that's how I make my herbs. I mean, my oils. That's how I do my workings. I'm good with it. I should send you some of my oil too, Joe. Since you want to do a swap out. Don't nobody get jealous. Don't nobody get jealous. We can do that. Anyhow, you know, I'm all about, I don't want people to feel that everything's got to be difficult or they can't have what they want. They can. But if you don't listen to the things I tell you on how things work, it's going to be more difficult for you. It's going to frustrate you. And you're going to want to give up. You can't, though. This is not Harry Potter. This is real spiritual work. And people, you got to be patient. You got to have faith, even where you don't see anything what you want in front of your face. That's because those things have to be changed. And I'm telling you, it does work. It does work. I mean, I don't know how else to express this. Or nobody would be doing spiritual work if it was bullshit. Nothing, I'm telling you. Nobody would do this. You can do for health. Health is a tricky thing, Miss K. I'm not going to lie to you. Of course you can. Of course you can. But with that, again, a physicality has to happen. You want to conjure better health, improve someone's health. Usually when people are ill or, you know, they want to just, well, usually it's when people are ill, they go to conjure and, you know, and many times you see almost instant results improving the person. I, for one, can testify to that being absolutely true. But other things have to be in place. These people were in the hospital, attached to medicine, attached to fluids, getting treated, medically treated. Along with that, when even the nurses said, I went to conjure. And guess what happened? Now, it took some effort. I'm not going to lie to you. It took me a few days. And my heart was so hurt and heavy. But I promise you this, my uncle lived. And I have to say that's one of the strongest as far as health related conjures I've done. And I can tell you that was a lot. And I do not regret it. I do not regret it, not at all. He lived, he's thriving, you know, but of course things happen, but he is thriving and he's alive. Where even the doctors, everybody pretty much did not expect that to happen. You know? Hi, Richard. Can you do it? Yes, it does. Yeah. Maybe I should add sugar to that, but damn, I'm cute enough. Always being chased by the paparazzi and all the JoJo fanatic bikini teams. Well, damn, Joe, you don't need a honey jar. You don't need a sweetening jar. You're already being chased. Oh, yeah, Miss K. You didn't hear me? Absolutely, yeah. Richard, you know you were my first person tonight. Your timestamp is 2:16. So, Richard, 2:16 is your timestamp. So, yes, I haven't had the chance to hear my reading. Just got a phone call from Mila. No shit. Well, go listen to your reading since you're hearing it after you got that phone call. Oh, this is great. Yeah, go ahead, Joe. That's cool. Joyce is there. Well, Kay, I think you can do it. I think you'll be fine. I think you can do it. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to put the timestamps down below. I have a private reading I need to do. And so, yeah, definitely intended to get that reading out tonight that came in. And I said, you know what? I want to make sure I get this reading done. But thank you guys so much. And I'll see y'all soon. Y'all be good. All right. Bye, guys.